Welcome back, family. Today we will review women who divorced their husbands thinking that the grass was greener on the other side.
In the 16 years since I've been divorced, I have dated a little bit and I've had a few long-term relationships, one of which was with a complete narcissist and con artist. This person did a lot of really terrible things, and as it turns out, he was doing it to at least 9 other women that I'm aware of. I felt so stupid and that I should have known better and like I didn't trust myself. Coming out of this forced me to take a really hard look at my life, and I decided it was time for a change. It was time for me to rediscover who I was and rebuild my life, this time the way I wanted it. This pushed me to heal and do some of the inner work that I so needed to do. Since then, I have rediscovered who I am and learned the tools that I can use to create my life full of passion and purpose. These are the tools that I use and share with other women to help them as they are going through similar things. So if you're in this space of going through a breakup or divorce, or just trying to rediscover who you are, follow along.
Misery loves company. These modern women usually divorce their husband for absolutely no good reasons most of the time, thinking that they could do better. Then, they try to form these little fake groups of support so that they can keep lying to each other to feel good. Fellas, I know how hard it is to have tried your best to make things work, but then she leaves just because she wasn't happy. Trust me when I say that your value can only go up when you put in the work. And 9 out of 10, your ex will not do better than you. Check it out.
Hi world, it's my first TikTok, and I have a really pressing question. I have been divorced for a couple of years after 33 years of marriage, and here's what I gotta know. Does it get easier? Because it's starting to feel like the whole purpose of dating is to go out with strange men to endure really awful things in order to come home and create crazy TikTok stories. I mean, somebody tell me there's more to this than that.
I absolutely have zero sympathy for this woman. She decided to get a divorce after 33 years of marriage. Then, want more now? More of what exactly? That's insane. Now, this next woman has been pumped and dumped so much by Chad and Tyrone to the point of losing her mind and accepting the side chick title.
You're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I think situationships are wonderful, especially the ones that absolutely break your heart. And the reason I think that is because they are a masterclass in self-love.
Before we finish this clip of her trying to explain what we all know will make no sense, I'm going to show you one of her previous clip so that you can have an idea of where she is coming from.
If you are coming out of a long-term relationship or marriage and about to enter the dating world, listen to my story so that maybe you can stop yourself from doing all the stupid things that I did. So when I first met my ex-husband, I was 16, and the way dating worked back then was I liked him, he liked me, so we started dating, we still liked each other, so we got married. Little did I know that in the 2020s, that is not how dating works. And because my marriage had been particularly miserable the last few years, getting out of the relationship felt like getting out of jail. I've never been in jail, but I have family members who have, and from what I've seen, it is a time period of excess. And like those family members, I wanted the excess. I wanted to kiss all the boys, I wanted all of the validation and the attention, and what that actually meant was that I was nowhere near ready to date. Because when you're in that mindset, you end up attracting and dating the wrong man. But because I was so innocent, I thought that dating in my 40s in 2021 was the same as dating in my teens in 1996. So I instantly got into a situationship. I did not know what a situationship was. I thought that if a man liked me enough to date me and to sleep with me, then he liked me enough to be my boyfriend. It's honestly kind of cute now how stupid I was, but that's not how dating works. There are plenty of men that will take you out on dates, that will tell you you're amazing, that will have mind-blowing sex with you, and then act like you don't exist. And so I was so used to being somebody's wife that I thought if I just show what a great wife I can be, they'll love me. If you hear one thing, don't do that. I can cook for you, I can clean for you, I can plan things for you, I can support you, I can be your therapist. All it did was keep the wrong guy around longer, which will zap you of any and all self-worth. I'm baby Gen X, I'm the last of the generation, and we were never taught how to find a compatible partner or how to have self-love and self-worth. So I had to teach myself that. And one of the first things I learned was what love was not. No matter how good it feels, it's not mind-blowing sex. It's not sweet words with no actions to back them up. It's not an unwillingness to commit or indecisiveness or uncertainty. And it's not butterflies in my stomach and weak in my knees. That's actually anxiety. I stayed with the guy who ignored me. I stayed with the guy who was hot and cold. I stayed with the emotionally unavailable guy. I stayed with the guy who was still in love with his ex. But looking back, I now realize that that was all necessary for me to grow. And when we know better, we do better.
Basically, she is your typical divorcee baggage collector from Chad. We are going to continue with her more recent video, but I want you to remember the last words she said: when we know better, we do better.
You're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I think situationships are wonderful, especially the ones that absolutely break your heart. And the reason I think that is because they are a masterclass in self-love. You see, when you're picking someone and you're giving your heart to someone, your energy, your time, your attention, your affection, and they're enjoying all those gifts and not meeting you halfway, you're forced to choose. Do you keep giving that love to someone who doesn't treasure it, who doesn't want to keep it safe? Or do you finally choose to love yourself? And most of us, once we get through the heartbreak, we pick ourselves. That failed love story becomes the greatest teacher. We start working on ourselves to heal the parts of us that accepted less than we deserved.
That's a lie. These type of women are slaves to Chad and Tyrone's charms. They will jump through hoops every time a top-tier man gives them attention. They only settle down with the simp that is actually good for them once they have exhausted all their options and find themselves in no man's land. Fellas, like I always close on this channel by saying, keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video. Peace.